Dan from HValley Tools, and I want to show you the cutting board kits that are now available at HValleyTools.com or in store. So it's a great project for beginners to make some cutting boards. So it teaches you a lot of the basics, a lot of how to joint and plane wood, grain direction on how you're gluing it up, the glue up itself, and what's involved with keeping things flat as you're gluing them. So there are a lot of skills involved with making cutting boards. The other great part about it is that it's perfect for making gifts. It's a great thing to get started, to just give to family members and friends for different occasions. But part of the challenge is that to get some of these really nice exotic lumbers and species, it's hard to get it locally without spending a ton of money, having a lot of waste, and then needing an entire shop full of tools just to get things flat. So, these are the cutting board kits that they offer, which give you everything pretty much milled and ready to glue up sand and oil, and you're done, which is really, really convenient, especially if you're setting up a local farmer's market shop or you're trying to sell things online. Being able to batch these things out and having them ready to go is going to be a huge time saver and a huge cost saver. So if you buy lumber in the rough at your local lumber store or lumber yard, it's going to come rough. So you're going to need a jointer to flatten one side. You're going to need a planer to plane both sides flat and parallel. You need then the joiner on edge and then a table saw, and then you can cut stuff up, all to get to this point. So all those tools combined, if you're just getting started, that adds up a lot in cost. It's a lot of power requirements in your shop, all this kind of stuff, dust collection, etc. With this, you skip all those steps and you're ready for glue up. So it's a great thing to start out with, or if you just need to batch stuff out. Things like this, you have zebra heart, purpleheart, zebra wood, purpleheart, wenge, angelique, all these different species that are available in these packs, without having to buy full slabs or even some S4S boards that cost a lot of money per board foot. If you were to buy an entire plank of purpleheart just to get a couple strips and cutting boards, you're going to spend a lot of money and have a lot of waste. And so that's not something that everyone's interested in when you're getting started out, especially because you get all the patterns kind of laid out for you. Now, you don't have to stay with this pattern. You could take one pack or multiple packs and kind of mix and match and make your own pattern, which is kind of nice. If you have a table saw already, you can have these and kind of glue them in a diagonal pattern or a herringbone pattern and something like that. You can get really creative with it, which is nice. And then save a lot of money, again, because it's already just as much as you need. So what's nice also is that there are a couple jigs and a couple things in store that really get you the full way. So for example, for this cutting board here, you don't want rough edges, you don't want things to be misaligned and everything like that. After your glue up, you can throw this into your router, clamp a straight edge down, and run it along it to get everything flushed up. This is going to be a huge time saver because this is a compression bit with a bearing, so you're not going to get as much tear out, especially with exotics that tear out pretty often. And then your typical round over bit, just to smooth out the edges to make it comfortable to pick up. You're not getting splinters, all that kind of stuff. And then you have your finishes. So you have your finishes, general finishes, and the in-store brand with all butcher block oil, cutting board oil. This one's a mineral oil that's all food safe. This one doesn't have mineral oil, but it has a proprietary combination of oils that are all food safe, also available in store. And then this jig, which I'll show you here in a second here. So for this one, it's a little bit fancier just because of a round over. It just looks a little bit more finished, looks a little bit fancier, and it's a great addition to your display if you're doing a vendor show or whatever. But this is the corner radius jig that is also sold in store and online. What's nice about this is you have replacement roundovers, you have replacement diameters that you can change out, and all this really is a couple pins that you butt up against the side, and this convenient little handle here where you're just entering either a router table or a handheld router with one of these flush trim bits, and you just ride on this jig and round over the corners. And it's nice because all the corners are going to look symmetrical, they're going to look even, they're going to look all the same, which just kind of takes your cutting boards to the next level so that it looks a little bit more professional, a little bit more standard, and you're really done. And then it's just a matter of sanding, oiling it, and being done with it. And there are a lot of different combinations of these woods that are available, so let's go through some of those here. So a pack like this, again, you're given these little strips and you're given the wider strips. You can mix and match and change the pattern up. This one has, you know, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different species just in this one. Here you have a typical stripe pattern, which is nice. This one has a little bit more purple heart in it. And all these will sell. If you put these on, they're the right size. They're not too big. They fit in your sink when you're trying to wash them. Great options, and they're all available at HValleytools.com.